Hello, my name is Bright Akomea Bonsu. I am a teacher in Peak Lyceum in Committee 22 in the Greater Accra region of Ghana in Tema. I've been in the teaching field for well about 9 years now, and I had my university education with the University of Cape Coast in Ghana, where I graduated with a diploma in educational psychology, and I'm currently pursuing a degree in the same field. And I've been an advocate for technology in the classroom and its innovations. Thank you very much. I believe that it's important for teachers to understand the benefits and the advantages that technology in the classroom brings rather than its disadvantages. And so I believe that what I will do in this regard is to educate the pupils on the positive benefits or the positive impact of technology in the classroom, talking about research, aiding research, globalization, and then availability of educational games and materials. Thank you. All right, thank you once again. Once again, I think that education impacts tremendously on our culture as a people in diverse ways. I would cite two classic examples in communication. In some few years ago, where there was virtually little or no technology, you could realize that there was a gap, a real gap between teachers, communication between teachers and pupils in the instance that, it was difficult for pupils to approach their teachers, and there was that gap. You could tell that there was a gap between teachers and students. But now I believe that with the use of technology, pupils and teachers hand in hand are able to communicate with one another or with each other without feeling any stress or, as it were, any difficulties with the use of technology. And then I also believe that, as a people, we had that culture of traditional style of learning where if you wanted information, you had to visit the social center library or the community library for information. But now I believe that with technology at our fingertips, people are able to have access to information without having any stress. So I believe that technology plays a major role on our culture. All right, I think that it's important for the parents to understand that technology aids the learning process. It doesn't come to replace whatever we have been doing or whatever we are doing in the classroom. So it's once again imperative and important for the teacher to play that role of an educator once again in the life of the parent and go the extra mile of explaining the benefits and the impact of technology not only in the classroom but beyond the classroom and in the world as a whole. Yes, I think it does. Technology does have adverse effects on our culture, all right, but I think that the benefits far outweigh the adversities. Okay, when you consider Ghanaian setting, for instance, a few of our cultures like female genital mutilation, tribal marks, and a whole lot of other things that were done in the past. Now, with the help of technology and globalization, we are able to understand that these things are actually a breach on the fundamental human rights of the people that such acts are meted out to. So I think that technology, in a way, has adverse effects on our culture in a positive way rather than a negative way. Yes, I think to a larger extent, the cultural setting of pupils plays a major role in their appreciation of the role of technology in the classroom. For instance, when you consider those who are geographically located in the cities, they are more at an advantageous position to be able to understand the uses and the impact that technology plays in the classroom, whereas those in the village may not be able to appreciate its impact and its usage. So I think that technology is affected largely by cultural setting of pupils. Yes, I think it's important to address their concerns first, make them understand that technology hasn't come to replace what their children are doing in the classroom. It has only come to augment or aid whatever they are doing. And you can probably cite examples of how technology has helped improve the world, talking about the likes of Facebook, Twitter, and a whole lot of educational softwares and educational games. So it's important for us to educate parents because at the end of the day, they have a stake in their world's education. So it's important for us to sit them down one on one and educate them and make them understand the role that technology plays in the life or in the studies of their children. Yeah, I think continuous education will help in this regard. There is a saying that repetition is a sure way of persuasion. When you continue to repeat something, when you continue to drum it in the ears of the children, the positive aspects of technology, they gradually will accept it. Yeah, I think it's important for you as an educator or as a teacher to ensure that whatever technology tool or technology integrating integration material you are introducing is one accessible. They have to be able to have access to it at any point in time that they want to interact with it or they want to use it. It's very important because if you introduce a change to me and I want to make use of that change and it's not available or accessible, I may become reluctant the next time if I want to use it. Number two, I think that it's also important for us to assess whatever they do with the technology tool we have introduced from time to time for us to be able to properly ascertain whether they are overusing it, underusing it, or they are misusing it. It's very important and very key. Thirdly, you need to make sure that there is autonomy, that pupils have absolute control over whatever that you are introducing to them as a tool. Whilst doing this, you need to also make sure that they do not exercise monopoly over control. There should be control over monopoly. I mean, they should be confident to be able to use the device without feeling that they own it over their friends. Finally, I think that positive teacher-student relationship is very important. You need to communicate with your students. You need to understand what their worries are. You need to be able to be available to help them address such issues when it comes to the use of technology. Thank you.